Hello Terraria enthusiasts, my name is James and welcome to one of the most requested lists that I've had in the past year. Top 5 NPCs. Now I'm going to be doing my list out of the pre-hard mode NPCs because there's only a few of the hard mode ones and I feel like if they get added to, that can be a completely separate list, and plus I much prefer the hard mode NPCs anyway, and so the list would just be hard mode NPCs. So let's rank them out of what we've got. So coming in at the number 5 slot is the Clothier. Now the reason I like the Clothier is you can already tell because my icon is the Clothier. It's because it has a backstory. You see, he's actually the old man from the dungeon, and once you've freed him of his curse, he comes to live with you, and I think that's pretty awesome. He also sells some pretty badass clothes, and this is the best bit, pretty much all of his dialogue is Tom Hanks quotes, and that to me is hilarious. Coming in at the number 4 slot is the Demolitionist. Now I really like the Demolitionist, one, because he's short, like he was the first short NPC, and I think he looks pretty cool. He's also a dwarf, and what's wrong with dwarfs? And the reason I like him the most is because that when I was doing my recent Let's Play, I found that I was using bombs a hell of a lot. Bombs are actually so convenient and they sell so cheap, like, or you can buy loads for so cheap, that they're good to just, you know, blow away your world. And see, I was making big spaces, you know, for like pixel art, you know, I want to build stadiums and stuff, and so bombs are the best tool available, and it's a lot easier than just raiding loads of chests. So Demo Man, you get the number 4 slot. Now in the number 3 slot is technically not a pre-hard mode one or a hard mode one, however it has different variants. It's the Travelling Merchant. Now the Travelling Merchant will spawn in whenever it feels like it, and it will leave whenever it feels like it. It sells a variety of weapons, and this is what's interesting about it. You see, on one day it could sell you the Winter's Cape, and then on the next day the Celestial Magnet. And that's what I really like about it. I like that each time it comes it has a different chance of selling you something else. And even when you kill Plantera, it has the super rare chance of spawning with a pulse bow, and the pulse bow is pretty damn awesome, so that makes the Travelling Merchant pretty badass. So coming in the number 2 slot is the Goblin Tinkerer. Now I've been pretty excited about this NPC ever since it was shown in the 1.1 trailer, back when Red was reforging weapons. You want extra attack, you want extra defense? Well, this NPC with the right amount of money allows you to customize your character to the extreme. Do you want to have a really high attack summoner profile, or do you want to have a really high defense range profile? You get to decide. There's lots of different variables in that as well, so it's all, you know, it's complete chance what you get really, but if you have enough money and enough determination, you can make that perfect accessory or weapon, your choice. I also like that it sells rocket boots, because rocket boots are one of the best items in the game, because they allow for flight, and flight is awesome, especially in the pre-hard mode days before, you know, wings. Now in the number 1 slot, it's actually the NPC I found the most helpful, and it's pretty obvious, it's the Guide. It was the first NPC, and it's the best NPC because it teaches you what to do. You see, you spawn in this world, and he's the only thing there. You know, you've got to build him a house, you've got to speak to him, but eventually if you start giving him items, he'll tell you what to do with them, and I really like that function. I feel like before that function was added, the Guide was a little bit sloppy, and then once they did that, you know, it basically just opens up a wiki inside the game. And, you know, for those creative players, you can put in an item, see what you need to make, and you can work your way through it like that. You know, you don't have to jump onto the wiki. You know, you can use a little bit of imagination, you know. I've got a little bit of iron. Okay, so it says here that I can make an iron pickaxe. You know, I probably need an anvil. However, the only thing I don't like about the Guide is that it's constantly opening the door. However, they're fixing that, the 1.3 patch. So that's about it for my top 5 pre-hard mode NPCs. Just a short list today. There's not really much you can say about these NPCs. They're there and they're useful. But, you know, it's hard to rank them up because they all do their own little individual jobs. Like Team Fortress 2, they all have their different role in your world, so it makes them all pretty awesome. So thank you all for watching. My name is James. If you've never seen me before, I do lots of little lists like this. I also do Terraria news, I also do Terraria Let's Plays, so you can come check me out, click that subscribe button if you want to see all my videos on your homepage. So thank you all for watching. My name is James. Peace.